Brock Lesnar is a 10-time world champion in WWE. He is the youngest person ever to win the WWE Championship, and he is a former UFC heavyweight champion. Brock is the legit definition of a beast. March 2022 is the 20-year anniversary of Brock Lesnar's WWE debut on Raw in 2002. We are also about to approach the 10-year anniversary of Brock's WWE return in 2012. So what better time to do this list? Brock is about to face Roman Reigns in a winner-take-all match at WrestleMania 38. Before we get to that match, we think it would be a good idea to rank Brock's 10 Mania matches from worst to best. From opponents like Kurt Angle to Triple H to Undertaker, let's rank Brock Lesnar's 10 WrestleMania matches from worst to best. In 10th place is the match which saw Brock Lesnar make his final WWE appearance of his first run in the company, as Brock Lesnar faced Goldberg in 2004 at WrestleMania 20. On paper, this was a dream match, as the hype for the match began at the 2003 Survivor Series. At the 2004 Royal Rumble, Brock decided to eliminate Goldberg from the match. Goldberg returned the favor by helping Eddie Guerrero defeat Brock for the WWE title at No Way Out 2004. To make this match even larger, WWE decided to add Stone Cold as the special guest referee. On paper, everything was in place for this to be an all-time Mania classic. The attitude of both Brock Lesnar and Goldberg prevented this from happening, as news broke before the show that both men were quitting the company. As a result, the fans did not care about the match, and neither did Lesnar and Goldberg, as seen by the quality of their match. After Goldberg won, Brock flipped off the crowd and got stunned out of WWE. In 9th place is a match that took place in front of 100,000 people. Well, if you ask WWE, that was the number. Despite the occasion, WWE gave Brock his lowest profile Mania match of his career against Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania 32. The plan was originally for Brock to face Bray Wyatt on this show, but this likely got changed due to Brock's request or due to the injuries that were occurring at the time. WWE made this match a street fight to make it seem as if Dean had an actual chance of winning this, with Dean spending the weeks before the event teasing the weapons he could use. Despite Dean trying hard to make this a good match, Brock yet again simply did not care, and was more focused on avoiding injury so he could fight in UFC later that year. After Dean teased using a chainsaw, he got hit with an F5 and Brock won. Dean Ambrose admitted 1 year later that Brock Lesnar did not care about the match and was not willing to listen to ideas before the match. Rather strange, Brock agreed to wrestle Dean if he had no interest. In 8th place is the second ever Roman Reigns vs. Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania 34 in 2018. Brock walked into the show holding the Universal title, which he had held since the Mania before, while Roman was the guy that WWE were desperately trying to push as the top face despite the fans rejecting it. Going into this match, it was rumored Brock was leaving WWE again, as the fans expected him to drop the title to Roman on his way out. The match itself was extremely disappointing, to the point where the fans were chanting that the match was boring. The match saw Roman kick out of 5 F5s, which annoyed the fans more. The 6th F5 was successful and Brock retained. We like to think the third WrestleMania match between Brock and Roman will be a lot better than this one. In 7th place is the most shocking outcome in WrestleMania history, as Brock Lesnar ended the WrestleMania undefeated streak of 2022 Hall of Famer The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. The build-up to the match was not very memorable, only a segment which saw Undertaker stab Brock Lesnar with a pen. The match was not very memorable either, so much so that The Undertaker does not even remember it. Maybe that is pretty harsh to say, as Undertaker did receive a concussion very early in the match. This resulted in the match going downhill, with Brock having to carry Undertaker through the entire match. After hitting Undertaker with a third F5, the streak was over. We saw a shocked Paul Heyman in the ring along with a stunned crowd who were not pleased. To this day, it is still debated if WWE made the right decision here. Despite this, WWE created one of the most iconic WrestleMania moments of all time, as Brock Lesnar ended the streak to make it 21-1. In 6th place is Brock Lesnar's most recent WrestleMania match 2 years ago, as he put the WWE Championship on the line against Royal Rumble winner Drew McIntyre. The build for this match was good, including an iconic Royal Rumble moment which saw Drew eliminate Brock, which made him a star. The crowd were behind Drew and everything was in place for this to be a great match. Then the COVID-19 pandemic began, which made WWE have to stop having live audiences and move into the WWE Performance Center in front of no fans for WrestleMania 36. Likely as a result of this, the two decided just to do all the main spots and end the match quick. Drew McIntyre got his crowning moment as he defeated Brock to win the WWE title. Just a shame there were no fans to cheer for the win. In 5th place is Brock Lesnar's no-holds-barred match against the Game Triple H at WrestleMania 29 in 2013. The stipulation in place for this match was if Triple H lost, he would have to retire. This match was a rematch to the SummerSlam 2012 main event, which saw Brock Lesnar injure both Shawn Michaels and Triple H during that feud. After saving Vince from getting attacked by Brock Lesnar on Raw in 2013, the rematch was set for WrestleMania 29. The match was not bad with Heyman and HBK getting involved. The two used chairs, sledgehammers and steel steps during the match. The match ended when Triple H pedigreed Brock onto the steps. Fans were unsure if Triple H should have won this, which can be said for a lot of his Mania matches during his career, to be fair. A Brock win may have made this a better match. In fourth place is the second ever Brock Lesnar vs. Goldberg WrestleMania match, which took place at WrestleMania 33 in 2017. Going into this match, people thought this should not have been a Universal title match, and that the match would flop. However, the match turned out to be a car crash of a match, but in a good way. The match had 10 suplexes, 4 spears, 1 was through the barricade, 1 jackhammer, and 1 F5. We literally just listed every move in the match. The match lasted 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Brock Lesnar beat Goldberg for the first time after hitting the F5 to win his first Universal Championship. In third place is Brock Lesnar's only WrestleMania opening match, as he faced 2019 Royal Rumble winner Seth Rollins for the Universal title at WrestleMania 35. You might be shocked to hear that this match only lasted 2 minutes and 30 seconds, yet we are ranking it this highly. We rank this highly due to the story the two told in creating a hot opener to WrestleMania. After Heyman interrupted Alexa Bliss and Hulk Hogan's WrestleMania intro and demanded the match opens, Brock attacked Seth during his entrance. A less than 100% Seth Rollins agreed to compete. After the ref got knocked out, Seth hit Brock with a low blow, which was followed by 3 curb stomps to win the Universal title. A shocking opener and a fun match to go back and watch. The second match on our list is the first ever Roman Reigns vs. Brock Lesnar match, which took place at WrestleMania 31 in 2015 for the WWE Championship. This was the first of many Roman Reigns WrestleMania main events, and everyone expected this to be Roman's crowning moment. The match mainly consisted of Brock dominating with suplexes. Roman found an opportunity after Brock got busted open after hitting his head on the ring post. Roman showed signs that he was close to defeating Brock Lesnar, until Seth Rollins decided to cash in Money in the Bank to enter the match. Seth then managed to defeat Roman to win the WWE title. In first place we have ranked Brock Lesnar's greatest ever WrestleMania match as his match against Kurt Angle in 2003 for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 19, which was Brock's first ever WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar debuted in WWE the night after the previous WrestleMania and became one of WWE's fastest rising stars, which is something that could be said about his opponent Kurt Angle as well. The match was hyped as the two most athletically gifted superstars in WWE history facing off for the WWE title. The match nearly didn't happen as Kurt broke his neck at No Way Out 2003 and was nearly replaced by Chris Benoit. Kurt Angle decided to wrestle the match with a broken frickin' neck. Another reason this match deserves to top this list. The match saw a mix of amateur wrestling along with finisher moves and high spots. This match is most remembered for the ending, which saw Brock Lesnar botch a shooting star press which nearly injured him badly. The two recovered and Brock hit another F5 to win the WWE Championship. In our opinion, this could be one of the most underrated WrestleMania main event matches of all time. Go back and watch it, and you will agree. And that's our list. As seen, Brock has wrestled future Hall of Famers at every WrestleMania he has wrestled at and has created some of the most iconic moments. We are sure he will do the same at WrestleMania 38 against Roman Reigns. Feel free to check out our other videos such as Sasha Banks' top matches, WWE's youngest stars, WWE's greatest elimination chamber matches, WWE most women's title reigns, and WrestleMania's best female matches. Links are in description below. If you have any video suggestions, feel free to tweet us or leave a comment below. Go follow us on Twitter if you want to discuss wrestling, and please like and subscribe to be alerted about next week's video. Thanks for watching.